Okay, I'm off then.
Wait, hey, you forgot your lunch.
Seriously? A guy being supported by his wife? Never seen that before.
I thought house husbands only existed in TV shows. I can't believe they're real. Kinda lame.
Everyone has one or two secrets they can't tell anyone. For example, my wife Tsundere, who's a top-tier career woman at work, is absolutely hopeless at housework. Her cooking sense is a total disaster, which we can handle with eating out, but not being able to clean makes daily life a mess.
Help me!
Back when we were both living alone, I lost count of how many times I rescued her from her garbage-filled apartment. It's not like she's hiding it on purpose, but if her coworkers ever found out, they'd probably faint. I'm Mitsuo Suwa. I'm 32, and ever since marrying Tsundere, who's the same age as me, I've been a full-time house husband. Tsundere works at a major TV network. She can't do housework at all, but her income is well above average.
Mitsuo, I'm seriously grateful. But are you really okay with being a house husband? People can be so judgmental.
It's fine, as long as we can build the best home environment for the two of us, that's all that matters. I used to run a staffing agency, but the business wasn't doing great, so I shut it down when we got married. Housework has always been both my hobby and my specialty, so I had no resistance to becoming a house husband.
Okay, I'm off then.
Wait, hey, you forgot your lunch. Making Samire's bento is part of my daily routine. But more than that, getting her out the door on time, she's not a morning person, is the real challenge. Alright then, have a good day. Being a house husband still carries a lot of stigma, but I was living a fulfilling and peaceful life. Until...
Oh, good morning. Wait, Mitsuo, that outfit. Don't tell me, you're a house husband?
From that moment on, everything changed. They're Tsuyoshi Henken and his wife Kokoro, a newlywed couple who just moved in next door. Yes, actually, this is how we live our life.
Seriously? A guy being supported by his wife? Never seen that before.
I thought house husbands only existed in TV shows. I can't believe they're real. Kinda lame.
I chose this path knowing people might judge me based on bias alone. Since getting married, people occasionally called it unusual, but I rarely got outright insulted like this. That's why it was Tsundere, who respects me deeply, that got angrier than I did.
Excuse me, but don't you think that's rude? Even if you don't know how delicious Mitsuo's cooking is or how spotless he keeps the house. People have things they're good at and things they're not. What's wrong with doing what you're good at?
It's not about good or bad. We're just surprised. Seriously, chill.
For someone snapping like that, maybe deep down they're embarrassed themselves.
Tsundere should be used to people saying things, but today her tone was a lot firmer.
Every family has its circumstances. Please drop the judgment. I have work. See you.
She was probably trying to defend me. I sent her a grateful look and saw her off. But from that point on, the Henken couple always looked at me with disdain.
Sorry I couldn't say more back there. They're neighbors and I couldn't push it further.
Since then, Samira has been clearly stressed from their constant snide remarks. Thanks for worrying, but really, I'm fine, so don't stress about it.
Okay, but maybe stop going out in the apron? It's like advertising that you're a house husband.
I take pride in my marriage with Samire, and this apron is my uniform. Let me wear it how I want.
Well, if you say so, then I'm off for the day.
After seeing Samira off, I start the laundry, clean up breakfast, and dive into cleaning. I don't need some fancy robot vacuum. With my 4 sacred tools, duster, broom, dustpan, and rag, not a speck of dust escapes me. Even my rag is a handmade recycled towel I stitched myself, the ultimate partner. What? Do I seem that broke? Haha, not at all. Thanks to Samira's income, we live more than comfortably. Thrift is just my hobby. I finish my cleaning and check my custom daily calendar like always.
Hello, Suwa-san. Everyone's gathered already.
Coming! I reply to the familiar voice of a fellow housewife in the building. That's right, it's the veggie bargain day at the local supermarket. The veggie bargain lets you stuff a plastic bag full of veggies for just 500 yen, a super popular event. I'm the bag stuffing record holder, and every housewife in the building knows it.
Sensei, we're counting on you today.
I had no intention of keeping my veggie stuffing hack secret. About 10 local housewives, rookies and veterans alike, had gathered. They asked me to teach them the secret tricks from the record holder. The bargain bin is a battlefield. Are you all ready?
Of course.
Then let's head to war together. This creates high walls so nothing spills out. It's also key to stretch the bag just a bit so it doesn't tear. Go ahead. The housewives followed my lead and started inserting green onions the same way. Thanks to the onion wall, the bag's height basically doubled.
Amazing. This'll hold twice as many veggies as before. Thank you, Sensei.
Now stuff it with your favorite veggies. Just be careful. If the bag rips, it's invalid. Everyone ended up taking home a massive haul of veggies from the store.
Thanks so much. I heard you're great at cooking too. Can you teach us some budget recipes? And you're awesome at cleaning and laundry, right? You're totally a domestic god. Open a class already. Yeah. Rice prices are up, electricity is up, gas is up. We've got to save money or we won't make it.
There were so many requests, and with a little push from Sumire, I decided to open a budget-focused housework class a few days later. What are the 3 habits you should ditch to cut food expenses?
Brand name loyalty, obsession with domestic products, but still be health conscious, shelf life obsession.
What are the 3 tricks to slash your electricity bill?
Plastic curtain for the fridge, clean the AC filter often, unplug unused appliances.
Luxury is the enemy.
Luxury is the enemy.
With all that, the budget housework class became a huge hit. It was the perfect opportunity to get closer with the other residents.
Sumire, you're so lucky, having such a hardworking and popular husband like Mitsuo. I'm glad I can be of help to everyone. Maybe we should treat ourselves to a fancy dinner tonight. Totally. You've been saving so much lately, and Mitsuo needs a break too, right? Right? I think I'll go ahead and make a reservation.
Sumire was genuinely happy that I'd become a local star as a charismatic house husband and found a way to contribute.
He's a natural leader and super reliable, so there's no doubt Mitsuo should be the condo board president.
Then, at another meeting, I was officially nominated and elected president by a large majority vote. Thank you so much. I really do want to help, but is it really okay for someone like me to take the role?
The majority voted for you, so yes. Stand tall. I'll support you however I can too.
With Sumire backing me up, I gladly accepted the role of president and resolved to do even more for the residents.
Of course a guy who doesn't even work ends up as president. I mean, he's a house husband.
Right? Just because he's on friendly terms with the housewife crowd, he thinks he's some dependable guy or something.
As expected, they were the only ones upset about my election, watching with clear displeasure and grumbling to each other. I hope my becoming president doesn't just build more resentment in them. That uneasy feeling would soon prove to be spot on.
President, please do something. We've had it.
A while after I became president, complaints from residents started flooding in. Late night noise, smoking on the balcony, improper garbage sorting, even keeping banned pets. And all of them were about the Henken couple. Being their neighbor, I noticed and warned them well before anyone else even realized. But they refused to listen, broke all the rules, and ended up bothering everyone.
But even as president, it's hard to keep scolding your next-door neighbors non-stop. Didn't I hear that Mitsuo used to run a staffing agency? Don't you know someone? Yeah, like maybe you could arrange a strict on-site manager through your old contracts.
We won't cut them slack just because they're neighbors, but I'll reevaluate the staffing options.
I'll see if there's anything I can do on my end, too. So please give us some time.
One day, Tsuyoshi and Kokoro peer down from their balcony at a group of TV crew outside the building.
Hey, Kakaro. That looks like one of those street interviews. Let's get on TV.
Sounds fun. Let's post the interview on social media. Might get us more followers.
They went out of their way to get dressed up and quickly rode the elevator down.
Hi there. You two live in this condo? Mind if we interview you really quick?
An interview, huh? Geez, what do you think? Should we do it?
Well, you seem a little desperate, so I guess we'll help you out. Thank you. We're from Love Koi TV's news program. The theme is Nightmare Neighbors. We're collecting stories unique to apartment living. Can you share any personal troubles with us?
Yeah, well, there's this house husband guy here who just wanders around during the day like he's got nothing better to do. People are starting to wonder if it's appropriate for the condo atmosphere, you know? Worse yet, that guy's your condo board president. I mean, guess he's got time for it, right?
Egged on by the interviewer, they kept blabbing nonstop. They totally forgot they claimed to be in a rush and kept complaining on camera. Then...
That's not true at all. He's always working hard for the sake of the whole building. Yeah, don't say baseless things. If anyone's the problem here, it's... Oh, don't mind them. They're just hitting menopause a little early, that's all. They always huddle in gossip circles anyway. I guess they've got too much free time, huh?
It wasn't even complaints anymore. It was just plain slander, and the reporter looked visibly uneasy. Ignoring the woman's rebuttals, Tsuyoshi and Kokoro kept ranting on and on.
Kakaro, the show's starting!
When the interview aired, the Henkens were ready, sitting in front of the TV with their recording set.
What the hell? They're making us out to be the villains?
In reality, many residents had spoken to the crew, expressing their complaints about the noise, trash, smoking, etc. The segment ended with a direct confrontation with the couple responsible. Even though their faces were blurred and voices altered, Tsuyoshi and Kokoro were furious about being treated like the culprits.
Hello? Get me the producer of that show. This is Love Koi TV, right?
Tsuyoshi called the TV station in anger.
Hi, this is Sua Sumire, the producer in charge.
Sua? Wait, don't tell me.
Tsuyoshi Henken, right? I'm your next-door neighbor, Sumire Sua. Thanks again for the interview.
Yes, it was Sumire who had arranged for her own show to hit the Henkens with reality.
What the hell is this? You set us up?
Set you up? Not at all. We conducted interviews about condo problems and received overwhelming complaints about you. We gave the main culprits, you, a chance to speak. Equal opportunity. That's it. There were no lies. Your privacy was protected. It was a proper investigative report. Is that a problem?
Unable to argue with her logic, the Henken couple slammed the phone down, grinding their teeth in frustration. Even after all that, the couple still refused to change their behavior. Everyone was fed up with how shameless they were until one night.
What the hell? I can't believe you!
Calm down. Just listen to me first, okay? A loud noise echoed from the Henkens unit, different from the usual ruckus. Neighbors started to gather. It sounded like glass breaking. Is everything okay? What happened? As the condo board president and their neighbor, I rushed over right away. The door was wide open, and inside, Kokoro was hurling stuff at Tsuyoshi.
You cheating bastard! Get out of this house!
I'm sorry. It was just once, I swear. I wasn't thinking. Please believe me.
There was no need to ask. The shouting made it clear that Tsuyoshi had cheated. It took a while, but with a lot of talking, Kokoro finally calmed down.
Sorry for the scene. I'm okay now, really.
We're sorry for the trouble. This is now a private matter between husband and wife. Please give us some space.
For once, Tsuyoshi spoke politely, but his face was so pale and drenched in sweat, he barely looked alive. Understood, but if anything comes up, don't hesitate to reach out. After that, it seemed Tsuyoshi was somehow forgiven for his one-time affair. He looked like he was finally getting back to normal after being a walking corpse for a while.
What the hell is this? Who the hell is this guy?
Like I had a choice! You're the one who cheated first!
What happened this time? Are you alright? It was a weekend afternoon, so unlike last time, Samira was able to come with me to the scene. Once again, the door was wide open, and Tsuyoshi was throwing Kokoro's clothes and bags around.
You trashed me when I messed up, and now you go and cheat too? What the hell were you thinking?
Wow, you really want to talk. Unlike you, he's actually a real man. Ooh, yikes. So now the roles are reversed, huh?
I silently nod. This time it was Kokoro's affair that sparked the fight.
Huh? Mine was a one-time mistake, but Kokoro's still doing it?
And what of it? Like there's any real difference.
Of course there's a difference. If it's still going on, that means you have no intention of fixing things with me.
Like you ever had any intention of fixing things yourself. Don't act like you're the victim here.
Since it was daytime on a weekend, way more residents than last time had gathered to watch the drama unfold.
Ugh, this crowd's embarrassing as hell. I can't live here anymore.
Same here. I can't wait to get out of this place I shared with you. I couldn't stand how they treated Mitsuo, but now I almost feel a little sorry for them. Maybe I pushed too hard.
You're too kind, Sumire. You didn't do anything wrong. None of this is your fault, so don't let it weigh on you. Hearing our exchange, I gently comforted Sumire, who looked slightly guilty. Then a few days later...
Suo, we're really sorry for all the trouble. Thanks for everything while we were neighbors. And I'm sorry for all the awful things I said to you.
It's fine. I wish you both the best in your new lives. I made sure to keep a smile on my face until the very end, not leaving any bitterness behind. I didn't plan to scold them for mocking me in the past, but I did insist they apologize to the residents. They looked sour but followed my instructions and went door to door to apologize to everyone. Later, I heard the Henken couple moved out and their divorce was finalized.
You're the one who started all this by cheating first, so pay up on the damages.
Huh? Mine was one time, yours was ongoing. Pretty clear who's more at fault, don't you think?
They each hired lawyers and demanded high alimony from one another, an all-out mudslinging legal war. Eventually, they reached a settlement, but honestly, I couldn't care less about people who no longer live here. Anyway, with the rule-breaking Henken couple gone, the condo finally regained its peace and quiet. These days, the only complaints I get as president are peaceful ones. Like requests to hold more community events.
That's great, Mitsuo. As expected of you, but are you maybe feeling a bit underwhelmed lately?
Underwhelmed? No way, peace is the best. Still, there was something in the way Sumire said that, like something was left unsaid. I do think about maintaining order as president, but that's only secondary. My top priority has always been our future together, Sumire. That'll never change. You can count on that.
Thanks. Maybe it's just me, but sometimes you feel so far away. I guess it's because you're just so good at everything. Sorry for saying weird stuff, just forget it.
I didn't respond with words. I simply held Sumire tighter. Everyone has things they're good and bad at. What matters is mutual respect. And with that thought, I hugged her even more firmly. Now, let's rewind time a little. In a dingy underground room of a rundown building, I met with a young man and woman. Thanks again, you really helped me out. I handed each of them a thick envelope.
It was easy. He was a textbook scumbag. Nothing but pride and no substance.
The wife, though, kept begging me to see me again. Had to ghost her completely.
Nice work. I rushed the job, so there's a little extra in there for you. Take it. The man peeked into the envelope and let out a small cheer.
Are you sure we can take this much? Aren't you a full-time house husband now?
Yeah, and you don't have that fancy flow from the old breakup gig anymore.
It's nice that my former agents worry about me, but I just chuckled and replied, "No worries. This is exactly why I've been living a frugal life as a charismatic house husband, to prepare for moments like this."
Kosuke-kun! You two know each other?
Head nurse, she's, my childhood friend. Hey, how about lunch sometime? My treat.
Yeah!
That guy.
Alright, starting next month, if you're ever in trouble, speak up right away. And don't push yourself too hard, okay? Just do your best at your own pace.
Thank you, Head Nurse Akuda. I really appreciate all the time you've given me. My name is Kosuke Fujita, 28 years old. I work as a nurse at Sakato City Hospital. What I just received from Head Nurse Akuda was the checklist used by mentors. At this hospital, each new nurse is paired with a senior mentor for 6 months. Am I really gonna be okay? It's my first time doing this, and at this age, I'm even more nervous. Normally, nurses start mentoring around 26, but I turned it down before due to personal reasons. So this is my first time as a mentor, and honestly, I'm filled with anxiety.
Yo, why the long face? Something up?
Oh, Hayato. I mean, Supervisor Omori.
Haha, just call me Hayato. We're old college buddies, no need to be formal.
That's Hayato Omori, a close friend from college and one of my fellow trainees. He was just promoted to unit supervisor, and he's one of the nurses I really respect.
You'll be fine, Kosuke. Just be your usual self and the new nurses will trust you in no time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Then came April. Today's the day the new nurses start working in the ward after finishing orientation.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wait, Hina?
Kosuke-kun! You two know each other?
Head nurse, she's, my childhood friend. Her name is Hina Kawauchi. She's 6 years younger than me, and we grew up together. I heard she became a nurse, but I never imagined she'd start working here.
Surprised? I wanted to catch you off guard, so I kept it secret the whole time.
The unexpected reunion brought smiles to both her faces, but then...
Well, what the hell is this guy? Why is he all buddy-buddy with my Hina-chan?
I didn't even notice the glare coming from rookie nurse Ryu Sakai.
Alright, I'll have Fujita be Kawuchi's mentor. Fujita-senpai, I look forward to your guidance.
Yeah, same here. Watching my childhood friend trying her best to act professional, I remember something from 6 years ago.
I like you, Kosuke-kun.
The day she confessed, she was still in high school, and I was in my first year working, so... Thank you, but maybe, when you're out in the world and become a lovely adult. That's what I said. I turned her down. Hina's already a working adult now.
This is Omori, our newly appointed supervisor starting this year.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hayato Omori. I've been with this ward since I joined the hospital.
And so began my days as a mentor. Alright, let's review everything you've studied so far with the roleplay. I've got an IV in my left arm, and I'm wearing a hospital gown. Let's see how you'd help me change.
Yes, understood. Since the IV's in the left arm, I should stand on the right. Then I need to turn the body this way.
She's clearly trying to remember step by step. Silently, Hina begins helping me change.
All done? How was that?
Let's see. First of all, right now I'm not actually hooked up to an IV, but we're assuming there is one in my left arm. In that case, the basic approach is to stand on the left where the IV is for the gown change, right?
Sorry.
And about your communication, you move the patient without saying a word. What if something happened? No matter their condition, patients are still people. You'd be scared too if someone suddenly touched you without saying anything, right? Can you explain why you're supposed to stand on the side with the IV, Kawachi-san? Also, the what if I mentioned, do you understand what that could mean? If so, you'd realize how risky your approach was. We're responsible for people's lives. Think it over again carefully.
Yes, I understand.
Even as she sniffles, Hina moves on to the next roleplay. After a heavy session, I told her to go take her lunch break.
Hina-chan, what's wrong? You okay? Don't tell me. Did Fujita-senpai scold you?
During lunch, while Hina quietly studies, Sakai starts chatting her up.
So, you guys are childhood friends, right? Honestly, his teaching sucks. I'd definitely be better. I mean, I graduated from Kotesa Private University. I could totally help you practice. I'm top of my class, you know. Honestly, I'm way too good for this hospital. My dad forced me into it. By the way, my dad's the director of Sakai Clinic. He insisted I go get experience elsewhere.
Is that so?
I'm totally gonna become someone famous one day. Like premium boyfriend material, right? You're super cute, Hina-chan. I think we'd be a great match. Bet you were super popular in school, too. So hey, how about it? Maybe soon?
No thanks. And for the record, these cheers have nothing to do with Kosuke-kun. I mean Fujita-senpai. I'm just frustrated that I couldn't apply what I learned in school here in the real world. That's all.
Really? I mean, hey, it's her first day on the ward, right? Don't sweat it.
I've done this many times already in school and during clinicals, so no, I can't brush it off.
Geez, you're kinda cold, but I guess that's part of your charm too.
Hina looked a little annoyed from having her break interrupted, but once the break was over, she came straight to me.
Fujita-senpai, I'm sorry to bother you while you're busy, but could I ask you to do the roleplay one more time? I apologize again for causing trouble earlier due to my lack of knowledge.
No, it's totally fine. Honestly, I went a bit too hard on you. Sorry about that. This is actually my first time being a mentor, though that's just an excuse. Really, I'm sorry.
No! Please train me strictly from now on. I'm counting on you.
Alright then, let's go back to something even more basic than the last case. This time the patient is 80 years old and unable to turn their body on their own. Let's assume they don't have paralysis and can communicate normally.
Yes. Alright, Fujita-san. I'll be turning your body now. First, I'll raise the bed.
Hina raises the bed, carefully explaining everything as she goes, treating the patient with care. Maybe she felt more confident now. I felt safe in trusting myself to her even in this pretend scenario.
That concludes the roleplay. How did I do?
Let's see. Mind if I ask you two things? Why do we do repositioning? And why did you raise the bed?
Yes. For patients who can't move on their own, pressure builds on the same area over time, which can cause bed sores.
Bed sores happen when prolonged pressure cuts off circulation in that area, leading to tissue damage.
We raise the bed for our benefit to reduce strain on the nurse's lower back. And I believe it's important to always return the bed to its original height afterward.
Yeah, that was good. I think you got the basics of repositioning down, so that's a pass. The rest is applying it in different situations.
Thank you so much!
As I filled out the checklist, I realized the mood was much warmer than before. Yeah, this kind of dynamic with Hina just feels right. Hey, how about lunch sometime? My treat.
Yeah!
As Hina's smile deepened, I felt genuinely glad I ended up being her mentor.
That guy! Getting all full of himself.
Sakai, passing by, glared at us like we were the most irritating thing he'd seen. A few days later, Hina had the day off, so I was assigned as a mentor to a different rookie. Looks like I'm paired with Sakai today. This is gonna be a rough one. I'd already heard about him from his actual mentor, Sasaki-san. Mouthy and arrogant, apparently. From what I've seen of him at work, I wasn't surprised. But would he even listen to me? Just then, I heard footsteps and a sigh from behind. Good morning, Sakai-kun. Let's do our best today. This again. He clearly sees me as some kind of enemy, and always acts like this around me. Today I'll be checking on your progress as your mentor.
Yeah, whatever. I'm already perfect, so I don't really need mentoring anyway.
Alright then, let's start with bed making. It's one of the basics, and Sakai's only cleared 3 of them, lower than the other rookies. I want to get him to pass at least 2 more today, somehow.
Ugh, I'm good with this kind of stuff. Why don't we skip to more advanced skills like IVs or blood draws? Sasaki-senpai keeps shutting me down, but come on. Stuff like bed making is for nursing age, right? I don't need to do that, do I?
If you've got so much to say, then let's see it. Honestly, I think bed making is pretty tough.
Lame.
Even as he mouths off, Sakai starts moving his hands, but just like I expected, his technique and sheet work were a mess. You call that acceptable?
No, I just wasn't feeling it today, that's all.
Sakai, that kind of excuse doesn't fly in healthcare. You need to quit treating this like a joke.
I'm not treating it like a joke. I mean, Sasaki-senpai and you just don't want to acknowledge my skills, right? You're just bitter that I'm better, jealous that I graduated top of an elite university, huh? Whatever, say what you want. I'm gonna be remembered as a top-tier nurse in this place, you'll see.
After all that, Sakai just walked off for lunch without even asking. At this rate, it's hopeless. I need to do something. One day, I was reviewing Hina's checklist progress when...
Fujita-senpai, you need to cut it out already. Using your childhood friend status to sneak alone time with Hina-chan? That's just wrong.
Sakai, you could at least knock. What you just did was incredibly unprofessional.
Huh? You're the unprofessional one, Fujita-senpai. You're abusing your authority, plain and simple. No wonder you lost out on the supervisor position to Omori-senpai.
I was about to finally tell him off when...
Sakai-san, you really don't listen to people, do you?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Remember our first day here? Supervisor Omori explained it back then.
That day, when head nurse Okuda handed it off to Hayato, he said,
The nurses here are all capable and reliable, so don't hesitate to lean on them. Especially Fujita, he was actually offered the supervisor role before me. He's my pride as a colleague.
Hey, why do you have to say that out loud? All the rookie nurses turned to look at me. It was mortifying.
Damn it, I finally ended up in the same ward as Hina-chan, and she's his childhood friend? And on top of that, he's her mentor? Are you kidding me?
Sakai was clearly too busy sulking to hear a single word Hayato had said.
No way, that's not...
Sakai, your voice is too loud. You're disturbing the patients. Learn to control your volume.
Supervisor Omori?
Kosuke's working to become a certified nurse specialist. That's why he turned down the supervisor role.
Certified nurse specialists are nurses with advanced knowledge and skills in specific fields. I'm aiming to become certified in palliative care, and I study every day toward that goal.
Certified nurse? Fujita-senpai is?
Yeah, it's my dream. That's why I turned down the supervisor offer. If I took on extra duties, I'd have fewer chances to study beside my patients.
So what you've been saying is way off base. Besides, Kosuke graduated top of his class from your precious Kotesa University.
What?
Hayato, if you're gonna say that, you should know that Kawauchi and Sasaki both graduated from Lovekoi University. Lovekoi University is the most prestigious and competitive national university in the surrounding 3 prefectures.
No way! I bragged about graduating from Kotesa University. This is beyond embarrassing.
Well, no matter how great your academic background is, it doesn't matter when it comes to being a nurse. What you really need as a nurse is a heart that cares for the patients. It doesn't matter what school you went to. If you don't have that, you can't do this job.
That said, Sakai, you're gonna need to show a little more awareness as a nurse from now on. Your school doesn't matter. What does matter is that you do your job as a rookie nurse. And today, just for you, I'll be giving you a very intense special training session. Better be ready.
Eek!
And so Sakai was whisked away by a fired up Hayato, vanishing somewhere out of sight. A few days later, after our shifts ended, Hina and I were walking home together when...
Hina-chan, Fujita-senpai, I'll walk home with you guys too.
Huh? Yeah, no thanks.
Well then, see you tomorrow. Sakai tried to butt in, but we ignored him and kept walking.
I came here today planning to ask Hina-chan out to dinner.
I have to decline.
Tell me why I'm not good enough. I'll admit Fujita-senpai's more capable than me. But I'm way more handsome and rich too. Clearly a total catch. The moment I saw Hina-chan, I was taken in by her beauty and kindness. I fell in love with her, so why not me?
Can you please knock it off already? So Sakai-san, you've liked me since middle school, is that correct?
Middle school?
Do you know a girl named Shimizu Hina? Round glasses, bob haircut, student council president.
Wait, hold on. Don't tell me. Hina-chan is that nerdy Shimizu?
So you really didn't notice, even though you made fun of me so much back then.
That's right. Hina used to be what you'd call a plain, serious, uncool girl who didn't care about fashion.
Nerdy serious chicks are so gross. Who needs to study anyway?
Back then, Hina was raised by a single mother in a poor household, and she worked hard to become a nurse to support her mom. And the one who laughed at those efforts was Sakai.
You just said you fell for who I am on the inside, but I haven't changed since then. Well, it seems like your habit of judging people by appearance hasn't changed either, Sakai-kun. After my mom remarried in high school, I took my stepfather's surname and started paying a little more attention to fashion. But if you really loved who I am, inside and out, you wouldn't have said what you did, then or now. I'm not interested in men who choose based on looks and are overly full of themselves.
Overly full of myself.
Please don't talk to me outside of work anymore.
And just like that, Sakai got rejected and seemed to lose all the confidence he had.
Let's leave this guy behind and go, Kosuke-kun.
Yeah, sounds good. But wait a second. I stopped to say something to Sakai, excusing myself from Hina for a moment. Sakai, I've already reported your behavior to management. Instead of bragging, maybe show some effort and try to actually improve your work attitude?
Eek, I'm sorry.
After that, Sakai started acting defiantly toward his superiors. His tardiness and early departures increased, and he was repeatedly warned.
Sakai-kun, I told you not to act rudely towards the patients.
I'm the one taking care of them. That whiny jerk.
Hey, what do you think you're saying?
But he showed no signs of changing, and finally, Sakai became the first nurse ever fired from Sakato Municipal Hospital. Word of Sakai's behavior spread fast, and due to his well-known attitude, every nearby hospital refused to hire him.
A nurse like you, so full of yourself and lacking compassion, has no place in my clinic either.
Unable to find another nursing job, he begged his father for help, but even his father gave up on him.
How did it come to this? I have no friends, no mentors. I'm done for.
He also had a reputation for blowing money, and apparently had almost no savings. Now he lives alone in a tiny 50-year-old apartment surrounded by regret.
Hey, Kosuke-kun, do you remember what I said to you here 6 years ago?
That day, I had come to this park again, together with Hina.
I may not be the amazing adult I hope to be yet, but still, I want to say it. I've always loved you.
Is that so? I'm glad. I've always loved you too, Hina.
What?
She was clearly stunned by my sudden confession. I couldn't help but chuckle. Back then, I thought the age gap might make her feelings just a phase, so I couldn't accept them. But I've always liked Hina, quiet, hardworking, and strong-willed. Then we met again at the hospital, and seeing how earnestly she worked, I fell for her all over again. Hina, you've truly become a wonderful adult. Thank you for loving me all this time. Your skills and your heart, those aren't defined by your background, education, or looks. What matters most is having a genuine heart that cares for others and your work. Kawauchi Hina, will you go out with me?
Yes! I'd be happy to!
For the girl who held on to her feelings all this time, I'll give her a love that never changes. To support each other in both work and life, that kind of happiness can't be beat.